Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Stack. So, just a quick review. I still like to have the back end access because we want to look at some things that would be of good importance to know. The logo is just strictly the name, but I do have a question because to me it's a caution. So, like if I send someone my web address, depending on the phone they're using, some of the Androids doesn't show it, but like the image branding will show up. It'll take a second and it'll pop up. That has to do with inside the builder or the design of the website. Did the builder, add the messaging, the branding, what's your slogan, and your logo? In this case, when I forwarded your URL, your web address of firearmsystems.net, it populates with the TACCON logo. I don't know if that could be a problem. I mean, you're kind of copywriting that logo for your branding. Don't know if somebody did that on purpose or what, but then I look at the Favicon logo here, and it's the W for WordPress. So right there, we're already seeing things undone, loose ends, right? You hit the logo, which in this case is the name, or the home button, it brings you home. There's two products there, and then I have Microlon. Not real sure, there's like a little brand thing, that's cool. And instead of buttons, you should have just had that on a scroller, and you would bring it up closer to what this is called the hero image. In other words, you want to represent who you are quickly and give them something to look at. Video slider like this. So this is good. This is clean right here. I love these images. But then you offer shop, but then right here, feature products. So shop, feature products. Okay, I get it. I would have moved up these top brands. These are high ranking domain companies. These are big companies that would elevate the searchability of your site, and you would put this underneath there, right? So right there, I already know it was a developer or a coder or maybe a novice at best that put this together because they didn't know to do those things. So shop and shop, these should be the same. Not real sure this advertising here. It's a vault for Dodge, so I don't know who's doing that. 1 of 16 results, right? So I went to shop and I have a lot of lubricant products, automotive products. So right there, there's gun juice, so that's cool. But then I have engine treatment. So these would be relative, right? And then, hey, there's the triggers. But if you look in mobile, I mean, this is what I want you to think about. You see that? It's not fitting inside the mobile view. And that's like an iPhone XR, so we're kind of going to the next smallest there is, and that would match all these devices, right? So the store is wider in some instances, like this header and stuff up here. But I'd have to scroll this many times just to get to a couple of products, and then I got to scroll all the way to the bottom. I mean, there's oil for, guns, but I got to scroll all the way to the bottom just to get to the triggers. What do you sell the most, right? So that's an important question, and we know it's not mobile optimized. Beaver Builder is a generic builder that's good for people that like something simple. That does lack in some controls in other areas, but it's not a bad thing. But we typically would take a template like that and customize it. Well, in this case, you're asking me to make it better or fix it. Many times when we look at something like that, it's just as much to fix it as it would be let me pull it over and put it in software that makes sense to us and then redesign this thing in a way that it should make sales, right? So the calendar thing, if they charged you a bunch of money, they shouldn't have. This is a Google Calendar. Those are free. There's not a whole lot of cool stuff here. TACCON, if I go there, look how blurry that is. I'm not real sure. I click the back order thing, and this banner ad shows up everywhere. Are they paying you guys? I mean, why is that there? So you can kind of see here, I got to fill this out and send it in, and it's a Google form. That doesn't cost any money. And this is plain Jane Manila, and it's all black on white paper. And it's not even robust, right? Doesn't even work that well on mobile. Now I get to Microlon, and I'm thinking, okay, yeah, there's gun juice, but you have everything else too. This is called accordion. Yeah, okay, that's in blue, but Look at the writing and then take a look at mobile view. Remember, 95+% of people are on mobile. Who's going to read that or even take the time to read any of that, right? Look how small that is on mobile. So it's not mobile optimized. And not real sure why we have all this, but this is great content for us to glean from and then make something better. Then there's Microlawn benefits. Why a submenu when it should have been built into the page? It's there, right? But so now I've got some images, diagram, but this is not a gun, not a trigger. It's a lubricant. So I get it, but we're confused as to why the mix of products. I would have a sub store inside of a store because I offer Microlawn lube for weapons. But then maybe a sub page that would take them to a section where there's other products of Microlawn they could buy. But I don't even know if you're a reseller for them. Why is all that in here? So my guys were confused. Then I get to Mech Tech. Then I'm going, hey, this is something I want to get. But this is an information only section because I can't say, hey, I want this kit. There's nothing to click, right? And then here again, let's go look at mobile. Because this is so important. People buy everything, groceries, movies. They do. Everybody's, senior citizens have learned how to do this. Can you read that? Can't read it. And then there's no what we call CTA, click to action. There's nothing to click to say I want this or how do I get it, except the menu at the very bottom. Look how small it is. If you were with your finger, and my finger is not very small, I don't know that I could easily get the right one to click, right? Ever had that happen? These are called user experience things. Your contact us form, none of these are clickable. That should always be on the front, area reserved. Gosh, I hope they didn't charge you a whole bunch of money because this did not deserve that. And this is a base form that comes with a template. Then you have base Google forms that are throughout the site. Facebook goes to your page. The Twitter, I didn't check that. Asked me to follow. Count suspended. There you go. That's suspended. The Instagram goes where it's supposed to go, but I thought this was interesting. Your Facebook asked me to follow Brando Bills. And let's see if I can go to a playlist. Is there a playlist for you guys? So Console Vault, that's for Dodge. That might be why that advertising's there. Projects, Tesla stuff. There's gun stuff. Let's see the playlist. Yeah, so there's some suppression items. There it is. This would be important. That video right there. So there's some nice content there. If you have these on your box, Mrs. Stacks, that would be great because to take it from here, we're going to have a copyright issue, okay? I can't take it even if I subscribe to him. I'd have to have permission to his dashboard, which is called the studio place of YouTube. And then I could actually, extract some videos without it winding up back at his page. The little idea where I could stop it from going does require a little bit more to it. Anyway, this is all shareable. I can share to anybody on this device, print it, email it. This is kind of old school. It does say copyright 2022 Beaver Builder, and I'll show you Beaver Builder. It's just a simple, setup. So these don't cost a ton of money. So I don't know what they were trying to charge you. I mean, we would charge $3,000 to $5,000 to custom build anything. Typically, it starts at $5,000. But you don't need a custom website. It'd be ludicrous to spend that much money for what we're talking about here. So $1,000, $479 hosting, and then if we have to integrate it with Bank of America, then we're going to have to do that. That's that integration fee. But then the build and the integration fees one time, hosting's per year. Okay, I would figure out what's going on with TacCon because it's looked like their imagery is on your trigger. Well, not here, but over here. And so what's the synonymy of that? Are you with them or are they with you? Where are you on that? because for me to redo it and display this stuff, I need to know that you are within your rights to do so. Okay. So there we are. That's what I've got just for the front end, but we still like to see the back end because we want to see how some things are composed. Okay. All right. Thanks so much.